Check 1, 2, check. Hey, now we're talking.
There we go.
Okay. Yeah. So the weather we're having here, it's the same weather as I was experiencing in Missouri the weekend of the 18th while you were in Pittsburgh at the USCCA Expo.
Sure. And it was nice and sunny there.
Yeah, bite me. Let's just get this started. Hello, everyone, and welcome to episode 18 of the Daddy Brigade podcast. I'm Keith the Bearded Tank.
I'm Zack the Tactical Gnome.
And this week, Zack's going to be talking about his beautiful sunny weekend in Pittsburgh at the USCCA Expo.
Well, just one day.
Okay, well, yeah, just one day. And then,
I was going to go the whole weekend, but
yeah,
only one day.
Yeah, and then we're going to talk about the defensive pistol class that we went to. What was it, last weekend? Weekend before last?
Last weekend. Yeah, last weekend.
The 24th.
My anniversary.
Yeah.
11 years.
It was a late birthday present.
Late birthday present for him.
And an anniversary present for him.
Not really, but yeah.
Whatever.
Anyways, so, we'll go ahead and start with the expo. So, I attended the USCCA Expo in Pittsburgh. This was their national expo. So, went and attended, had a good time. If you've never been to the David L. Lawrence Convention Center in Pittsburgh, it's huge.
Never been there.
It is a huge convention center. They actually have a car show down there, the World of Wheels car show is in the one side. You could have 3 different expos going on while this is going on.
Compared to the IX Center in size, is it bigger than the IX
No.
Center? No.
But you can have several things going on.
Yeah.
They had a graduation going on while we had the
geez.
expo going on. It was
wow.
insane. Parking was ridiculous. It was a madhouse trying to get parked and everything. But luckily we found a parking area close by and went in. Met up with a friend of ours, one of my coworkers while we were down there. A lot of cool companies down there. We got a couple interviews, one with Can Holsters. Actually, that was more of a product demo than an interview. The wife picked up one of their holsters. It's actually really nice.
Yeah, Stevie was looking at them.
It's for the ladies. Holster. It's kind of like a garter, not a garter.
Not a
belt,
garter, a corset style.
It's actually really cool, and it's very nice. The guy that works with the company was very informative. Talked to me a bit. We do have a video of that. I'm working on trying to get the videos off of my phone.
Worst case, I pull it off of your you share it to my Dropbox, and I'll pull it off of and put it on the website.
We'll get it all figured out here soon. Technical difficulties. Sorry about that. I wanted to have them up last week.
Oh, yeah.
And so that was kind of our first stop. Was there. I perused some booths. Huh? Perused some booths. Hold on. Tilt this way. Or not, this way. Not much, so you're still in it.
There we go.
Perused some of the booths real quick, and then I had to hurry up and run to the 3rd floor of the convention center with my wife in tow with her short little legs to go to an Instructor Zero class.
You just gotta rub it in. Look at the Instructor Zero.
Yes, Instructor Zero.
Ow! Yeah, I'm zero.
Jealous.
Uh-huh.
It was only an hour-long seminar. It wasn't a class, really. He had a 4-hour class there. I was not aware of it until the last minute, and then those classes were all sold out. Plus, I didn't have the money.
I think Level did one there while he was there, too, didn't he?
Yeah, Level did one, I think.
A lot of those guys, I was looking on...
You're jumping ahead, though.
I know. I'm just saying.
Yes, John Level was there, Warrior Poet Society. He was there. I got to meet talk to both him and Instructor Zero. Level said that possibly maybe he'd come on sometime. Really, really nice guy. Both him and Zero. We might as well just get into the people I met. Also got to meet James Yeager. That dude is awesome.
The Jaeger bomb.
Nice guy. Super, super nice guy. All three of these dudes I personally highly respect. They're awesome people in the industry. And there's a lot of guys I respect in the industry, but to get to see those three at one expo, I was a little bit of a fanboy moment. They're all great dudes.
Did you see anybody from the patch game there?
I didn't see.
I don't know how many people.
If I did, it wasn't many. The one guy that ran one of the people for USCCA, one of the guys at their booth, did recognize my SOE shirt. I did wear my SOE shirt, and he happens to have the same shirt, so I was repping SOE a little bit while I was there. And a lot of people, as you went through, a lot of people knew who SOE is and knows who John is and everybody. So we went to the Instructor Zero class, which was on concealed carry and how to concealed carry, and he showed some stuff, how he does it, and in different countries where he has to carry, and a lot of cool things. He had to use...
The international things.
Gotta
throw everything, throw him for a loop sometimes.
And he's a very nice guy. A little bit hard to understand, but he is Italian, originally born in Italy, and lives in South Africa. Really, really cool guy. Shorter guy. I was actually shocked at how short he was. And
probably not as short as you, though, right?
No, he's actually about my height. He's actually in a suit. I was expecting him to be kind of a little bit just casual. He was in a nice suit. And like I said, very nice guy. I can't think of the girl's name off the top of my head that was there with him. She is his... I don't know what you want to call it, attaché, concierge. I don't know what
PA.
In America, she does all of his America stuff.
Yeah, his attaché.
But she is also a professional shooter.
Oh shit.
And 3-gun competitor, and she's very nice. I got a picture with her as well. Me and the wife got a picture with Instructor Zero. I got a patch from the girl.
Nice.
Her daughter actually came over and handed both me and the wife a patch, so we have a patch with her name on it. I can't think of her name. We'll add it in. I'll look it up and add it in here later. So then we went from there back downstairs, ran around in about 7 different circles, and I was coming back downstairs. My coworker called me on the phone and said, "Hey, get your ass down here. Lovell wants to talk to you."
Oh boy! And
I'm like, "Be there in a second." So we came in and bolted down through everybody to get down there. Talked to Lovell for a couple seconds. Again, very nice guy. We're gonna work some stuff out and possibly have him on.
Heck yeah!
At some point in time. Got a picture with him. BS with him for a couple minutes. About some stuff within the home with children and stuff, which I won't get into.
Got 2 kids.
But he's a super nice guy. Was glad that he took a couple minutes out of his time there to BS with me for a minute. Get a picture with me, like I said, fanboy moment. Yeah. So after that, then we started walking around. And the interview that I did shortly after that was with a company called Barrel Buddy. And I have these lovely little things for the audio people. Sorry.
They look like earplugs.
They look like tiny little earplugs. As you can see, I've already used 2 out of this package. This was their sample package.
Cotton and foam or what?
It's all foam.
All foam, okay.
And styrofoam on top.
Got open cell foam and closed cell foam all in one.
What they are is, instead of most people that know about cleaning guns, you have the little cloth, round, square patch, circle patch, whatever.
Like your patches.
This basically gets rid of the patch, and you can put your cleaner right on the open cell side, and it absorbs in, and you run it down through, and then you run another one down through, and it comes out clean. And this actually, because it's round like the barrel, actually gets into the grooves and cleans the grooves out. Doesn't leave any.
Cleans out all the
cleans all the rifling grooves. Doesn't leave any residue like the cotton patches do. It just absolutely is amazing. Yeah. I actually used it on my Glock the other day when I cleaned it. absolutely.
You cleaned your Glock?
Yes. Absolutely just amazed at this product.
Yeah.
I'm going to be ordering more of these now that I've tried. He gave us a sample of the 9mm ones. So we have the 9mm ones. I absolutely love them.
Says they go from 22 up to 10 gauge.
And they pretty much cover everything.
Yeah.
He has them for 50 cal. I mean, he has all kinds of stuff. They're working on some more. It's a really cool little company. Very little. We have an interview with them. Very informative. And we'll get that posted as well. But these things are awesome. The 9mm ones, if you see, it says fits 9mm, 357, 380, 38, 10mm, and 40. Also fits any bore .351 through .400. Awesome little cleaning product. And it works great with my Extent Labs brake contact cleaner, which those guys are awesome too. I actually finally got to use that. Use the cleaner that I won, and it's amazing. Their oil, their Echo 2.5 CLP is awesome. I've used that now on 2 different guns. Absolutely love it. Actually had to use a little bit of it today in our sheep shears because we didn't have any oil, and
hi, Jared.
Popped 2 of those in. Their oil was awesome. Recommend that you guys check them out. Extent Labs. What's going on, Jared? Extent Labs. You can find them on Facebook and Instagram. Great group of guys there. So after that, then we kind of walked around. Let's see, where else did we?
I don't see anything.
I'll have to. We'll tag some of these groups in here. Who else? Let's see. We went from there. We went and checked out. There's other little companies that we didn't really do interviews with. There is a company that now makes self-healing thick rubber targets, like gong targets and like the shooting.
The self-healing things.
But they're self-healing. And the guy had a demo one there that he shot with a 12-gauge slug. And the hole that it made was about the size of my pinky nail. Like that, it self-healed back down. It was super, super small. Absolutely amazing targets. We got 2 samples of those. I had the privilege of walking around to a couple other booths. Stopped at the FN booth. As most of everybody's seen on Instagram, they let me hold a 249 saw. And as you can see by the grin on the picture, I'm ecstatic, and nothing says happiness like belt-fed machine gun.
Yeah. And breakfast food.
Yes. And they didn't have any 5.7s there. They didn't have the PS90. They didn't have the 5.7 pistol. They had all their other fun stuff that FN has, including the 240, the 249. Went from there right next door to Mossberg's booth. Got to play with all the cool shockwaves and hold them and check them out. Very nice. They also have the Trencher, it's called. And it's kind of like the old Vietnam era style 12 gauge with the heat shield and the wood grain. Really nice. Got to check it out. I have some pictures of that I'll be posting. From there, we kind of bounced around. Like I said, there were so many companies there, we didn't get to stop and talk to everybody.
Yeah.
Stopped and talked to the Sonora
Desert Institute.
Yeah, thank you. Sonora Desert Institute. I always get it screwed up. I always want to call it Desert Institute Sonora. Talked to them. They're a really cool firearms school.
Yep.
And guessed with them for a minute. Got a patch from them. Talked to them. I'm going to actually look into them guys here sometime.
Yep.
Left there and ran around a couple other places. Got an interview with Next Level Training and CERT Pistols. If you don't know who those guys are or who CERT is, they're the laser pistols, the red and black laser pistols.
I think
really,
they have green ones too.
well,
But
the
main
pistols
ones
and
are red.
the main ones that everybody knows are red.
Yeah.
They also have an AR-15 bolt.
Yep, a laser bolt.
And he told me that there is a version 2 coming out. That's all I'm allowed to say.
Oh.
Of the
Tell me
AR-15 bolt.
off the air.
Yeah, I'll tell you one of the other cool factors of the new one. But it's something I'm going to be looking at. Great for training. A lot of stuff down there for training. A lot of dry fire mag was there. Yeah, cool concept. Not sure if I would really use it.
I mean, like with the dry fire mag, what is it? Just like a weighted mag?
No, it's actually it's got like, so when you pull it, like it's hard to explain.
It makes the gun cycle.
Yeah.
Okay.
And it's cool, but you know you're still having to rack the slide because it's.
Oh.
I think, yeah, I don't know, because I really didn't get to play with it that much.
See, that's when if it actually made the gun cycle without a projectile or gas blowback or anything like that.
Yeah,
I mean,
maybe I don't know. Maybe
how they would make that.
Maybe
work,
I didn't. I don't know. Maybe I don't know. That's something I want to look at a little more.
Yeah.
But I just wasn't 100.
Or just plain empty.
I just wasn't 100% impressed. But I didn't get to play with a whole lot. They were super busy. From there, went over to Mag Storage Solutions. These guys hit me up on Instagram. I let them know that we were going to be there. They told us to stop by. Got to talk to them. Didn't get an interview because we were kind of in between getting ready to go to another class. Awesome product. Actually talked to the guy, and what I'm going to be doing is tearing all the lovely little pockets on my the door completely out, putting a piece of fireboard in, redoing it, and then putting their storage solutions on there. They have stuff to mount pistols, rifles, magazines. You can store your suppressors in the AR magazines. Awesome product. And very, very, like, you can store a lot. And he was telling me some guy at NRAM had criticized him and said, oh, well, it's cheap plastic. Junk. And he says, all right. He says, I'll give you $500. You come over here and break one. He says, you stand here all day and put this magazine right in here. Snap it in here every time. And because it snaps in. And, oh, yeah. And he says, I'll give you $500 if you do that. And the guy goes, well, I don't want to do that. He says, well, what if I stand there and they don't break? He says, so you stood here all day putting in a magazine and you don't get $500. So the guy walked away.
Yeah, these pictures that they have.
They're really cool.
Heck yeah.
I'm going to be doing that probably with mine. And the mags, they hold quite well. I mean, they're in there.
Yeah, it looks like it.
From there, we went over to Manus X. Yes, as you can hear the wife in the background. So while we were there, Manus X just debuted at NRAM. And if you guys aren't familiar with what NRAM is, it is the NRA annual meeting. They debuted their X3. So they have the Manus X, which is the X1. Now the new system is the X3. They also have some other systems that they didn't have there, which is the X7 and the X10. I believe the X10 does pistol, rifle, and shotgun, and bow. The X7 does shotgun.
Okay.
They have a lot of cool stuff there. Got to actually play with it on a blowback CO2 pistol. It is neat because it shows you, it tracks the movement of the firearm to when you come up, pull the trigger, and then the movement after you fire. It is really, really neat. Some people don't think it's useful. I think it would be kind of useful.
I can see both sides of this.
I think it'd be useful on an AR too, because you can do it on an AR, you can do it on a shotgun, you can even do it on a bow.
Yeah.
It's super. I think would be super neat. Definitely something that I'm going to look into. It's $170, which it basically mounts to the front of your pistol.
Yeah, on the rail.
On the rail. It does it on any of the rails, on the AR, shotgun, whatever. As long as you have a rail mount.
As long as you have Picatinny on it.
Yep. It is all gyroscopes. There's no laser, no nothing. It's all gyroscopes. It's actually really cool. got to play with it for a little bit, and actually was pretty impressed with the amount of times that I got close. But then it gives you an average. So you do a 10 shot. They had you do 10 shots, and then it tells you your average of your movements.
Right.
And didn't do too bad with that. From there, we went to our second class. Well, in between all of this, we went to a second class, which was a medical class.
Who was the instructor for that?
Why did you have to ask me? It's in my notebook.
I don't know.
Wait
one.
So
yeah, I mean, I was super jealous of him because he got to go to that. I was planning on going, and then found out my wife's best friend was getting married that weekend, so we were out of state. The next one, I'm making sure I'm going. But as he rolls out his notes...
Anthony Lambert was an instructor. He actually didn't get through everything in his course.
Oh,
we only have an hour. Well, that one was, 2 hours?
It was a stop and bleed.
It's hard to get through everything.
Yeah.
And basically, all my notes in here, a lot of very informative stuff. As you can see, well, that's over into the other one, defensive shooting. There's all my stuff from Instructor Zero. But, just super, super informative. Very nice guy. I didn't get to sit and talk to him after because the room needed to be used immediately after.
Yeah.
But super busy. Ran into a couple other companies. Like I said, I have a lot of business cards upstairs. I'm going to give them to Keith and we'll throw them up. Got to talk to, when we went back down after that class, my coworker left, and then me and Tanya got to go pretty much up and down every aisle. This is where I ran into James Yeager. Stopped and talked to the guys at First Tactical. No. Mission Tactical. Or Mission First.
Mission First?
Yeah. The guys that make the AR parts.
Yeah, Mission First. Because First Tactical is clothing stuff.
Yeah, Mission First.
Gear.
Talked to them guys. Got to stop at the SIG booth. The wife wants a SIG 365.
Oh, of course.
I don't blame her. It's a nice pistol. I got to hold it as well. I got to hold the Rattler with a suppressor on it. Got to hold the guns from John Wick. They had those guns there. Those things are nice.
I want to go see the new one.
So do I. My dad already went and seen it. He said it's amazing.
Bastard.
He says you can't take a clicker with you and count how many people were killed because he won't keep up.
Don't doubt it. I mean, it's freaking John Wick.
The Rattler with a can and the SIG's brace. Oh. And I posted the picture for my wife's for our anniversary. There's an old picture taken of me and my wife where she's holding my AK and I'm holding a 12 gauge, and then we're both holding forms of the Rattler. Actually, she was holding the smaller one. I forget the name of it. It has a different name.
The MPX.
No, it's a different.
It's different.
Different name, but they're compact little things, and I love it. Went from there over to, Federal. Stopped and talked to the dudes at Federal. As you can see, I have my Federal shirt on from there. Stopped and talked to the guys at Diamondback Firearms. BS with them for a little bit. Held their 9mm AR, which I absolutely fell in love with.
It's not on Facebook. Or it's not on Instagram. It's just on Facebook.
It's under my... Yeah, I didn't put it on there yet. I'll have to get it on that one.
Shame on
Got to hold the Diamondback AR-9, which is awesome. The wife bought me one of their shirts, and it has their logo on the front. On the back, it says, "We'll work for guns and beer." And has 2 of their ARs on the back. I thought they were suppressed. They're not.
No, not suppressed. That's depressing.
Oh, well. Surprisingly, there was no suppressor companies there.
Really?
Yeah, I was shocked. But now, they did have their suppressors. SIG did have their suppressors there, which looked cool. Yeah, there's the It's got a terrible glare, but
Yeah.
as you can see, that's the picture.
And of course, it's backwards on the computer screen, which is really freaking weird.
Down.
But
There you go.
there's the pictures he was talking about.
So then we ran around some more. Went over bunch of holster companies. Was looking at different holsters all over the place. Just checking out holsters, seeing stuff, checking stuff out, kind of picking them up, seeing how they're made. Ended up picking up a new holster. Now, previous episodes, I mentioned to you guys that I picked up a Bravo concealment. Wore it to the convention. Wore it a few times around. Wore it with you guys out. Kept fussing with it the entire time. Keith can attest to that. I fussed with it. It just was not comfortable on me. And I like to carry appendix. I didn't like carrying it in the small of my back. That's how I carried it at the expo. It felt okay, but
you carried at 4 o'clock, right? Not full on 6 because then your grip's the opposite.
Well, no, I carried right here.
Yeah, so it's about 4 o'clock.
Yeah,
4:30.
Yeah,
4:30. Okay.
It just was not comfortable. Ended up stopping and talking to a company who we will have on. I've got to get in contact with them. I told them I wanted to talk about them first, and then we'll have them on. A company called CYA. And it's kind of hard to see the logo there.
Just think cover your ass.
Yeah, CYA Supply Company. They're on Instagram. They're on Facebook. Awesome dudes. Veteran owned. They started in their garage. The one brother's a Marine, the other's an Air Force, and then there's another business partner who was not there. The Marine is the brother of the CEO, which is the Air Force guy.
Okay.
Was talking to them. I put their demo holster on with their blue gun. Blue gun's everywhere down there.
Oh, yeah.
Put their blue gun on while I still had mine on in my waistband, and it disappeared.
Huh.
With my bag on and everything, it just disappeared. And I'm like, oh yeah, I like this.
I like this one. It just seems smoother than Bravo 2.
I got to talking to him, and I told him, I had a Bravo, and nothing against Bravo.
No.
I have nothing against Bravo. I'm not bad-mouthing Bravo. It just was not comfortable on me. They hand sand all of the edges on their holsters after they're made. Beautiful. The quality's good. The retention's good. They give you a little Allen wrench to adjust the retention.
Yep.
And they're just nice guys. They're just straight up nice guys. Badass guys to talk to. We sat there and BS'd with them for a couple minutes. And after we were done talking to him, I ran into Jaeger, and Jaeger did an interview with him. It was kind of cool.
Nice.
Loved the holster.
Yeah.
Wore it for it's grooved for suppressor height sights and threaded barrel.
The only downfall is not cut out for a suppressor.
Yeah, oh well. Wore it for our defensive pistol class. Had to adjust it from appendix to my 3 o'clock, which was fine. Didn't bother me at all.
Nope.
And he says he normally sticks it in at appendix and then moves it around wherever he wants it throughout the day. Beautiful holster. I love it. Recommend you guys check them out. We'll post their link.
Yep.
Great group of dudes. Stopped at Lone Wolf Distributors. They were there. I know people don't like them. People have stuff to say about them. Got to check out their slides, check out their barrels. They had a bunch of custom guns there. Bunch of, like I said, firearms training stuff out the wazoo. There's so much I can't even go through all of it because I don't know how many companies I stopped at.
Yeah.
Track. There was a knife company I stopped and talked to. I have some of their stuff upstairs. We'll post up about them. Really cool handmade knives out of PA. And of course, you can assume they were pricey because they're handmade.
Well, yeah, handmade.
Damascus, nice, very nice Damascus blade he had there. I had checked it out. Definitely out of my price range.
The question there: do they work with pre-existing stock of Damascus, or do they make their own Damascus?
I think his was pre-existing. Okay. I think that one was pre-existing.
Because forging your own Damascus can be pretty tricky.
One of the other places we had to stop at, which I had to pry the wife away from, was Cabot. Cabot Firearms, made in Cabot, Pennsylvania. If you don't know who Cabot Firearms are, you have been sleeping on the high-end 1911s. These guys make beautiful, beautiful, beautiful works of art that shoot. And they're pricey. They are expensive, but oh my god, are they nice. The slides are... He handed me one of the blank frames with the slide, and it's just smooth. Even one that was complete, it's so smooth. They had some of their high-end stuff that was all customized in a box and, under glass, which I didn't get a picture of. I thought the wife did. She didn't.
Shame.
And I gotta admit, this was my first expo ever for firearms. I was not 100% prepared. I didn't take business cards with me, which I should have. A lot of stuff I should have done, we didn't. And we're going to change that for the next one. But just met a lot of cool people. A lot of cool stuff from the pistol side. I'm a rifle guy. I do like pistols. Not a lot of custom companies for Glocks. The only company that I was disappointed with, and I will say this, and if I get backlash, I don't care, was Ameriglow, the night sight company. I understand booth settings are small.
Yeah.
Their booth, I actually walked past it twice. I was looking for it and walked past it twice. It was a very tiny booth, poorly set up. The sights were, they just had basically tables with Glock rails, like the top of Glock frames the whole way. And you could check them out, and it was cool. They were nice, and they're nice sights. I just was not impressed with their booth. The girl running it kind of was a little bit snotty too, but yeah. The other company that we stopped and talked to was a company for the girls. Honey, what was the name of that? The company that you guys talked to? Tactica. Thank you. So she is in partnership with Alien Gear holsters. They make some cool stuff. The wife bought a purse from them, and it's made out of an old parachute bag.
Nice.
It's really cool. And she was like, oh, I don't... And I'm thinking, she doesn't need another purse. She doesn't need another purse. Honey, go ahead and get it. And she just kind of looks at me, and I was like, you're never going to see another one like this ever again.
Yeah.
So, it was really cool. It's a really nice purse. Which I'm saying is a nice purse. I think it's cool, though. Because it's made out of a parachute.
Okay.
It's made out of a parachute bag. But they did all kind of stuff. They have hoodies. They had all kind of concealed carry clothing for women. The girl there next to her, which I have her business card, and I know she's going to listen to this, and I'm so sorry I can't think of the name of your company. I'm so sorry. So her and Tactica are friends. And they want to come on and do strictly a all-girls episode. So it'll be the wives and these two doing an episode strictly about female concealed carry and female training.
That ought to be interesting.
Yes, it's awesome. They were two awesome girls to sit and talk to. Talked to them for about 15, 20 minutes. And the show, we got there a little bit late. I wanted to get there early, ran into traffic, and just kind of got there a little late. And by late, we were like an hour and a half late. And trying to run around and do all this, it was just nuts. Didn't get to do any of the live fire. They had a live fire and a sim range there to use the UTM. UTM. I didn't do either one of those.
Ultimate Training Munitions.
I just wanted to get around and check everybody out. Did all that. Stopped by Laser Ammo's booth. Didn't get to talk to anybody because they were swamped.
Oh, yeah.
But checked out their stuff. Their laser targets are awesome. Their smokeless range is awesome. Basically, it's put onto a projector and it's neat. It's super neat. Like I said, bunch of holster companies. And then after that, we came home and basically I got to come home. Yes, they did make the one. They didn't have it there. They didn't have the Meteor one there, but they had pictures of it. Did they have the Meteor one there? Are you? My kid's playing Mario. He's excited. So, if they did have the Meteor one there, I didn't notice because I was absorbed by the other
Yeah.
Nice ones. The all Damascus
Ooh,
one.
piece of candy.
Yeah.
Piece of candy.
No, they had one
Piece of
like
candy.
it was all machined with Damascus, and I was just like,
Nice.
Cobra Tech was there. Cobra Tech knives. If you know anything about Cobra Tech, and I'm not going to get into this debate on here.
I know nothing about Cobra Tech.
Cobra Tech and Microtech. Microtech, high-end knives. Cobra Tech, not so high-end.
Okay.
Depending on who you talk to. They're nice knives. They look like a complete and exact copy of the Microtechs. But that's all I'm going to say on that, too. Because I really don't care if people get mad at me, whatever. This is my observance. But, again, awesome companies. Did 3 interviews with some awesome people. Wish I would have had more time to do one with CYA, but they said they agreed to come on. Just a great time. And then on the way home, we stopped at a restaurant called Mad Mex in Robinson. Fabulous friggin' food. Just amazing food.
Better than Burgatory?
Yes.
What?
Yes.
Oh my.
They take Mexican, Asian, and American and combine it. I had what they called...
Teriyaki chicken burrito?
They have one. I had one. She had shrimp tacos. They were huge shrimp tacos. I had what they call a wingo taco. And they're chicken strips. Huge chicken. There's like 3 on a tortilla. And they were buffalo. So there's the Americana. And they didn't have there was really nothing Asian with that one. And then on tortilla with like a ranch dressing. Oh my God, they were freaking amazing. Awesome food.
I don't go to Robinson much.
They don't have...
Yep, all night.
They don't have a whole lot of beer selection, but they do have Yingling, which was good by me. And that was pretty much it. The show was awesome. The food that night was awesome. The amount of people that were there was insane. Everybody I talked to was very nice, very informative, very helpful. Again, some of the companies, I'm sorry, I don't remember the names. I have all your guys' business cards upstairs. I've got a stack of business cards like this.
I'll add them to my business card app.
I wish I would have had business cards to hand out because I could have probably handed out like 300.
Well, there's a thing on there now, like 500 for $10.
Yeah, we're going to do that.
Yeah.
Other than that, great group of guys and gals down there. USCCA put on a hell of a show. I really didn't even get to stop and talk to them.
Yeah, I was just going to ask, how much USCCA did you see there?
They had one big thing as soon as you walked in, and that was it.
That was it. That's what I was wondering.
It was huge. It wasn't the biggest booth there. Well, yeah, no, it was. But Sig's was just as big. So was Ruger's. We got to go over to Ruger's. I didn't really see anything at Ruger I liked, except for the Ruger Precision.
I just wondered if they were just acting as a host for this expo.
No,
or if they were
that's their expo.
Pushing.
Yeah, they were pushing them, but I really didn't get to stop and talk to anybody because they were swamped too. I mean, there was always a crowd there, but they did a great job with running that expo in that city with as much controversy has been going on down there and everything that was going on. They did a great job. There were no protesters. Law enforcement everywhere down there.
Yes, Burgatory. It's a sweet-ass burger joint in Robinson.
Yeah, you would like it. Yes, they have alcoholic milkshakes.
Yep.
All the law enforcement guys were real cool. Everybody down there was real cool. Nice people, friendly. I had a couple compliments on the Tactical Gnome. Somebody noticed the Gnome patch the Tactical Gnome name tape from Instagram. Other than that, that was our show. It was great. It was...
Jared says, shut your mouth. Bill Ruger's weeping.
Okay. It wasn't that
Can you come over to my house more often?
It wasn't that they didn't have anything I didn't like. There was nothing there that I really drew my attention. I mean, I've seen all the Ruger pistols. I've seen all the Ruger rifles. I've seen the Ranch rifles. I mean, we have 3 of them. We have a Ruger Precision. It was more of a pistol thing. Now, if it was their full-on booth, like they have it shot, like everybody's booth there, like Remington and all them had all their booths, I would have been probably glued to a lot more rifle booths.
Yeah.
Um,
Well, USCCA isn't really a
it's
rifle venue.
It's the United States Concealed Carry Association.
Yeah.
I got my shirt on.
My wife actually has the shirt on. Me and her both got free shirts.
Nice.
They're 9-line apparel shirts.
Nice.
I
was gonna say, look like.
Yeah, their 9-line apparel shirts are awesome. Again, they did a hell of a job, and I commend them. I know you guys are going to go to a different city, but if you're looking for a different city, go to Cleveland next year, or go to Cleveland, Columbus, somewhere in Ohio, maybe. Like, I'll gladly come again.
Yeah.
Like, it was awesome. I'll drag this one along.
Yeah, drag me along. No, I was kind of annoyed that I didn't get to go. This time.
It was great though. Awesome group of people, like I said. Awesome time, and that was my Saturday. Sunday, I didn't do a whole lot. Monday, went and seen Slayer.
Yeah.
Down at the Cavelli Center. And I've been on vacation for 2 weeks. Tonight is actually my last night. I go back to work tomorrow. Went and seen Slayer, which was just unreal, being in the Cavelli Center and
I saw the couple videos she put.
having Slayer do their final world tour. One of the stops being in Youngstown was awesome.
Heck yeah.
Seeing them and Lamb of God again. Just seen them last summer.
Was there.
Seeing them again was awesome. Armand and Marth was just never seeing them before. Was amazing. They put on a hell of a show. Cannibal Corpse was cool. That dude's neck is unreal. His neck is like this big from Corpse Grinder. Yeah, his neck is like this big. Like, and I'll post a video. Like,
need a little bit of head with that neck,
dude. Like this dude, like does the twirl headbang with the hair, and it looks like the freaking spin cycle on a washer. Oh no, it's insane. Security, I felt like I was going to work.
Oh,
like we had to walk through metal detectors, take phones out. I'm like,
wow.
And I looked at the one security guard. I says, "I'm opting out," and the guy just kind of glared at me, and I was like, "You guys don't
TSA joke, man."
I'm like, "You guys don't have the body scanners?" And he's like, "Why would we have them?" I was like, "We both work for TSA, dude. Like, we don't want to deal with this." I went with another coworker, Eric. He's another gun guy, awesome dude. He's a big metalhead. They call me his mini me at work. Like, we could be twins. He's a great, yeah. He's a great guy. It was awesome to go and have a good time. So that was like that week, and then we get into the 24th, which was our defensive pistol class, which we'll both be talking about.
Yep. Got my notebook.
We did that defensive pistol class with Jared Markotan of Markotan Defense Solutions, and I learned a hell of a lot.
Yeah.
Not just from the classroom part, but the shooting part and stuff I need to work on. Just absolutely blew me away. Have not stopped talking about it to people since. Have told my dad about it. Have told friends about it. My brother-in-law about it. And I can't wait to go back for the rifle class.
Yeah.
So, Keith, I'll let you
Okay.
start there.
We started off with classroom time, which always got to have some good classroom time before you get out there and shoot things. But we talked about pre-fight indicators that you can pay attention to. We talked about the different awareness levels. I mean, because plain and simple, awareness is your best defense. I mean, if you're completely unaware of anything going on around you, you're flat out screwed. The different awareness levels. Crap! What is the name of that book?
Oh, yeah.
I know what book it is, and I can't think of the name. Frickin' read it like 4 times. It's not a long one, but it talks about gunfighting without saying anything about guns. The different awareness levels. Unaware, obviously, you're oblivious to everything. Aware, when you're just paying attention to things around you. Alert is when you've noticed pre-fight indicators and as possibilities. And obviously alarm is when you're reaching for your weapon. Different pre-fight indicators. We talked about somebody who's shady looking and constantly looking around at their... Yes, Principles of Self-Defense. That's what it is. That's the book. Yeah, somebody's, looking around, trying to make sure nobody's paying attention to them, looking shady. That's a pretty fight indicator. Somebody who's constantly clenching their fists or their jaw. It's signs that they're under stress. Blading your body, standing with, their dominant side away from you. Constantly shifting their weight. Keeping their distance, keeping a set distance. So, like, Zack's sitting here, he takes a step back, I'm going to take a step forward towards him. That kind of thing. People that are constantly, talking with their hands, like, not, obviously we know those little Italian guys and gals that you talk to and you're friends with, that they just flat out talk with their hands all the time anyway.
My wife.
So when you're from Youngstown, you know this.
Yeah. When you're from our area, but they're different things. If somebody's, they're, once you've figured out their dominant side, like, most people are right-handed. There are a few left, but somebody that's walking with their
That
right...
actually was something Instructor Zero brought up.
Yep.
95% of people in the world are right-handed.
Yep. I'm actually ambidextrous, but...
Well, congratulations.
I shoot righty, so it doesn't matter.
No, you shoot messed up.
Well, I'm cross-dominant. I was left-handed as a kid until my grandpa decided he didn't like it that I was left-handed, so he bought me a right-hander's baseball glove. So now I'm ambidextrous. I still do more with my right, but like I can write left-handed. I had to do that in junior high when I bruised the bones all across my hand. Had it in a half cast, couldn't write. So I had to write left-handed. My teacher's like, "You gonna be okay?" I said, "Yeah." See? He goes, "Oh, okay." But
I'm still here, guys. I'm actually putting away pizza. So
yeah, he's cleaning up while I'm going through some of my stuff here for the class. If they're right side, they're walking. When you notice them when they're walking, their right side seems a little stiff and stays around a certain part of their waistline. If they're constantly grabbing the same part of their belt, like adjusting their pants, those are signs that there's a good possibility of a weapon.
no, that is signs that they have a weapon.
Well, yeah. But sometimes people just pull up their pants all the time because, Youngstown, everybody wears their pants around their butt crack, the bottom of their butt cheeks. Which drives me absolutely batty, but,
They just want us to see their designer boxes.
yeah, they just want to show off their designer boxers that they bought with their EBT cash. Sorry, folks. It's the way it is around here sometimes. Excessive blinking. If you know the person and you know they blink a lot, it's normal. But some random person, they're constantly blinking. Yeah, exactly. Those are some, pre-fight indicators. I highly recommend taking this class if you are a proficient.
I highly recommend
shooter.
just take the damn class regardless.
If it depends on how comfortable you are.
Yeah.
This is definitely not a beginner's course.
No. But definitely something that if you're going to carry, like...
Take your concealed carry class. That's a good start. Then go take your defensive pistol class.
That's where I'm going to... Let me rephrase... Let me touch on that without getting smacked from the living room. I recommend taking that class. With that being said, if you do not have a lot of trigger time with a pistol, or a lot of trigger time, period, at a range, then maybe get a little bit of trigger time and then do this class.
Yeah.
This isn't a class that I would personally go and throw my wife right into.
No. Probably do his fundamentals class first.
Yes.
Just get some plain old trigger time in there. Yeah, because, we've been shooting for how long?
Yeah.
And, I've had my concealed carry since 15.
Mm-hmm.
That's when I got that, and that's when I got the fire, my Springfield that I carried. I got it right before I got that. So
Yeah.
it's had close to 1,000 rounds through it. But
very informative. I mean,
Yeah.
the amount of we both probably have 3 pages of notes.
yeah, I've got 2.5. Yeah.
Yeah, very informative. Jared is a hell of a instructor,
Yes.
and I keep saying that I want him to come on and write for us, and I'm gonna just
have to go over to his house, get him set up on the WordPress so the weekend. You
Yeah.
hear me, Jared? I'm coming over.
not
I'm gonna
tonight.
set you up. No, not tonight. I'm gonna set you up on the WordPress so you can start typing there.
And I actually didn't realize that Jared is that close of a neighbor to me.
Yeah, I always thought he was out further because
I thought he was
his
further-
address is North Jackson.
Well, North Jackson's that way, so I thought North
was thinking way out that way.
that way.
Okay, well,
You're
I was
pointing
thinking
towards-
it was
you're
after
pointing
you,
towards
and that-
Deerfield.
Yeah,
I thought he was closer to actual North Jackson.
yeah, way up
and
towards
Milton.
76 and
Yeah.
Leonard Truck and Trailer.
I thought he
that
was
way.
more up near Milton, and he's really not that far on the other side. But literally, it was like a 5-minute ride for me, and I punched it in the GPS, and it's like turn here, and I was like, okay, and it's like
You've
five
arrived.
5 miles down this road, your destination is on the left, and I was like, damn, I didn't know he was that close.
Yeah,
Um,
he's also an Alien Gear
yeah, sales rep.
sales guy. He sells Alien Gear. That's where I got my.
So if you
shapeshift.
need alien gear and you're friends with us and not him, let us know. We'll put you in contact with him.
Yep. I love my shapeshift. I really do. I like it, especially when it's set up on the battle belt. It's good there.
I may end up looking at something for a drop leg from them. Though I did find a cool drop leg from G Code.
I like their drop leg setup. It uses my existing.
The-
It's got the thing and just snap right
Yeah.
in. Yep.
The reason I like the drop leg is because it's not necessarily a drop leg. It's like a hip
Yeah.
drop leg.
I mean, it's adjustable.
Yeah. Well, it's only adjusts as far. It's neat.
Yeah.
I
It's
seen it the
almost
other day. I was
like
like,
a.
ooh.
It's like a drop holster, not a drop leg.
Mhm.
Like
They call it a thigh.
Safari Land has one. It's
Yeah.
actually just it goes up on the belt, but instead of having the holster right at the top of the belt like that, it drops the whole thing just drops out and it bolts the holster bolts to the back of it.
Yeah, and then it has a strap
And
for
then,
the leg.
yeah, you can add
or
a
the
strap
thigh.
to it.
Yeah. If you're gonna take a range class like that, I don't know, I had to move from appendix because of how I was drawing versus
Drawing from appendix is a pain in the butt anyway, unless you practice it nonstop and you get yourself proficient.
which I'm going to be doing a lot more
Yeah.
of.
Presentation
Yeah.
is definitely that's something we both got to work on. Presentation and reloading.
Yes,
And
reloading.
not an emergency reload, a tactical reload. So for those of you
Because
watching,
how Jared said it, I fiddle fuck the magazine
yeah,
about every
okay.
time. So he's going
if
to
you're
show you.
watching, mag's empty, other mag's empty. Ow, pinch myself. Unloaded. So, of course, because carry an extra mag, just in case your other mag screws up.
Yeah, which we had a couple of those.
Yeah. So, obviously you've got grip, rotate, out. So then, pow. You're not necessarily out. So you could. This is. I'm not good at explaining it. I can show it to you, but
Yeah, and actually, you did way better than I did.
Now this is your emergency reload.
As magazines go flying.
Yeah.
But when we would get to the part where we would rotate, I would have to adjust my whole grip on the actual gun,
Yeah.
which I think I'm going to have a little bit of machining done
Yeah.
just to
Well,
fix
that's
that.
that's with mine too. When I come back like this, I let it cock off a little bit so I can reach,
Yeah.
and then bring it because straight.
Yeah.
I can't. That's why I rotated a little bit, and it allows.
See, I was trying to do that, and it would throw me.
Yeah, you don't
too far off.
necessarily need to go
And the
like
thing
that.
The thing is you're doing this and trying to concentrate.
Yeah.
You're concentrating on what you're doing and concentrating on shooting because we're doing this while we're shooting.
Yeah.
And then eventually Jared was like, "No, you guys just go shoot
go
that."
practice that. Yeah. That's
because,
something I've been working on with my dry fire.
Yeah,
stuff
I
too.
need to start doing that. I've been practicing some of the dry fire stuff and the presentation, not so much the reload, which I need to work on more. it's also been a crazy week for me because the little guy graduated. So
Yeah.
he had no school Monday because it was Memorial Day, and then we had
Leprechaun's getting pissed.
he had school Wednesday, graduation Thursday, school Friday. So the last 3 days have been kind of crazy.
Yeah. Is he run on Canfield's schedule or?
No. Well, yes, but no.
Yes, but no.
If the school was actually canceled, then yes. But since the flooding happened, we had a lot of bad flooding.
They actually shut the entire school district
Yeah,
down
what was that, Monday? No, that was...
Yeah, it would have been...
That was Wednesday. Or Tuesday night. So Tuesday night we got hammered.
Yeah.
I personally find that as a joke because if anybody woke up in the area on Monday, all the water was receded except for people's basements.
I'm throwing this away from Mama.
Okay.
But I do believe that some of the schools had they had a couple things of water in a couple of
Yeah, there was a couple school buildings that had water in the building. So.
But the videos have been posted. The parking lots were flooded. It was terrible. My yard had water all over the place. My basement had some water in it. Not bad.
Yeah.
We got lucky.
If my father-in-law had gotten his pool cover off, he wouldn't have had to add 700 gallons to it. We got, 4 inches of rain in one day?
I got 3 and a quarter here.
Okay. Yeah. It was...
And then, I got 3 and a quarter inches, but it was all day. It rained all freaking day.
And it was heavy.
Yeah. And Stevie going down... Herbert towards Old North because she was going for moss.
You could see the roads. You could see the roads.
Halfway across the road.
The roads were all covered in sand and dirt and all kind of stuff. I mean, it was bad.
Yeah.
We actually trained in the rain a little bit.
Yeah, if it ain't raining, you ain't training.
Yeah. So back to that because we kind of veered off subject there with the rain. So
controlled pairs, hammered pairs.
Yeah, controlled pairs, hammered pairs.
Flashlight picture,
shooting from a vehicle, in a vehicle.
Yep, vehicle.
Which we weren't really shooting from in a vehicle, which I offered my car to shoot from.
Yeah, but if you had done that, you'd have 4 bullet holes in your door.
He's gonna get to that.
Yes,
so I managed
Zack
to shoot
shot the door.
The training door. Still hit the target though, but managed to put 4 holes in the door. Luckily, it's an old beat up door, and I still feel bad.
It's on a wooden frame.
I still feel terrible about that. But I mean, that's a lot to think of. Like when you're exiting, looking behind you, firing,
and you're
looking behind you,
get
fire.
This big between the door and the A pillar, which was a board in the door. But I mean, it's only that wide, and as you're moving towards the back of the vehicle, for cover.
Yeah, it was a lot more difficult.
Yeah,
than
moving and shooting sucks.
Yes,
definitely need practice on it, but it just flat out sucks. We'll just leave it at that.
It was a lot of fun though.
Yes, it was very much fun. Jared just laughed.
Thanks, Jared. Did a lot of shooting. The recipe, not the recipe. I got to get the recipe off of Jared, but our lunch was amazing.
Philly cheesesteak sloppy
Philly cheesesteak sloppy joes, absolutely to die for. Absolutely amazing.
Yeah.
And
I could have probably eaten 3 more sandwiches.
Oh yeah, easily. I had to save a little room because I was going out to dinner that night because it was on my anniversary. And Jared did awesome because, the week before, we're bouncing around, changing schedules.
Yeah, well, I said the 25th because, I was thinking that was a Friday. I don't know what I was looking at, but I was thinking the 25th was a Friday. It'd be good. And then I'm looking at the calendar, and I'm like, crap, the 25th ain't going to work.
Yeah.
My wife's cousin's getting married that day. And we got a wedding. My sister's graduation party. I'm like, can we move it back a day?
Well, we were going to split it over 2 days.
Yeah,
and then
the 24th and the 26th.
I was like, well, how about we just do it in 1 day as long as I'm done by X time? And Jared was able to do that. And
then he had a class the next day.
Yeah, he had a class the next day.
Damn.
And it was a great time.
Stream messed up.
We had...
Well, shit. Oh, well.
We had...
You'll be able to hear it when we go live.
A lot of fun.
Yeah.
I learned a lot. I did learn an absolute just butt ton of stuff.
Yeah. And then we did have a little bit of fun just plinking 2, shooting, a 4-inch square at 45 yards?
Yeah. Jared shot my Glock. He likes it. Well, I'm not going to say he likes it, but he liked running my Glock.
He still thinks 9mm is underpowered.
Definitely likes running my Glock. We owe him a stand post because we shot the shit out of that door in the vehicle one.
Yeah. It's a little one by laugh board.
Yeah, we shot the hell out of that thing.
Yeah.
He hit it once, and then I think me and Keith just finished it the rest of the way off.
Yeah, I think it was hit 3 or 4 more times, but
Other than that,
I
talked like a whole half hour or more about the expo.
we're at a half hour on the.
Oh, okay.
You were at 35 minutes, give or
Oh,
take,
okay.
for the expo.
I just feel
We've
like
been talking for about a half hour in the class. Follow him on Facebook at Markotan Defense Solutions. He doesn't have an Instagram, which I'm going to have to change because.
Yeah.
Jared, you hear me? I'm coming over. We're setting you up on WordPress so you can type articles for us, and then I'll get you set up on Instagram too.
Yes.
Because it's a heck of a lot easier. You can type everything on Instagram, hit post, and you can post it straight to your Facebook from there too. Just saying.
So I know we haven't done the AK episode.
No.
I know we said that was going to be the next episode. Ran into some snags with that, or working with some things.
Yep.
I also became a sheep herder.
He's a shepherd.
Yeah, shepherd basically. Overnight last night, you sure that's the right one?
Mm-hmm.
Okay.
Positive. I can tell the difference because I don't pop that thing all the way down in.
We had a phone call yesterday afternoon while I was out enjoying the last day of school with my little boy over at my mom's farm, and my stepdad called and said he got us 3 more sheep. So now we have a ram and 2 babies, and then we have our regular sheep.
Baba has 2 adopted children.
And
Baba has a boyfriend and 2 adopted kids.
yeah, it's kind of cool. She's taken a liking to the 2 little ones. Not so much her boyfriend yet, but
Yeah, well, when she goes in heat, she'll like
yeah.
it.
It's been interesting though to watch them. She's now become not the clingy sheep that she was. She's now out enjoying the pasture and stuff.
That's why it's herd mentality.
Yeah,
That's
and
why we
it's
follow
been
people
really
that
cool.
blindly follow.
Also for everybody out there, keep an eye out for ticks. I had one on me today. The sheep had one on her. They're out there bad. They're really bad. Luckily, I got mine off before he bit in. The sheep wasn't so lucky. I had to take hers off with a pair of pliers and smash him under a brick. But other than that, that's pretty much it.
Yep. That's... Yeah.
I think we've got everything.
Yep. I definitely cannot recommend taking Jared's classes enough.
Yeah. Jared is an awesome guy.
Even if you're not local, I mean, if you can make the time to come take a class with him, do it.
Yeah. Absolutely. Jared is awesome.
It is his full-time job. So.
Yeah. And he's an awesome dude. Smokes like a chimney, though.
Yeah.
But
it is what it is.
Yeah. I used to, too. So.
Yeah. I will get the business cards
Yes.
off of Zack, and I will do up the article with all the photos from the defensive pistol class.
And we'll do up one for the expo. And
Yep, and we'll have an article up for the expo and have pictures and videos and stuff there. If we can get the Dropbox videos to my Dropbox, I can then put them in articles.
Yep.
But yeah,
and somehow get them on Facebook and stuff.
Yeah.
So.
Yeah. Definitely.
Other than that, thanks to my coworker who helped shoot the videos. I won't mention his name, but
I'll talk to him on Echo Link later.
Well, long story.
Yeah.
He was sick.
Oh.
So, which he really was. He had a double ear infection. He was still down there. Also, my ear pro. That's something. I ran my Peltor ear pro for the first time at that.
Yeah.
Or defense. I love those.
Electronic ears
Awesome.
are the best.
Awesome ear pro. Would recommend it to anybody. I absolutely love my Peltor.
Yeah. I have the,
You have the
Howard Lights by Honeywell.
The Howard Lights.
And I'm not going to say anything, but Level wears the same ones. I don't know. I just felt like saying that.
John Willis runs Peltors, so.
I know.
Well,
There's people that run both.
Yeah.
Mine are cheaper.
I had a discount, or I had a gift card, so
Technically,
that's why.
I got mine for free because Amazon screwed up.
Technically, I got mine for free too because I had a gift card.
Yeah, that's true.
So, other than that, guys, I think that's it for the evening.
Yep.
We're gonna try to get. We may. I don't know. We gotta talk about some stuff. We got some stuff in the works, and
Tyler, don't worry. I have your stickers. They're packaged
Yes.
up. Forgot to stop at the post office today. It's been crazy. I just finished
your
drywalling
John's.
my
I'll
bedroom.
have them with me tomorrow.
Yep, Zach has John's.
So, other than that, you guys all have a good one.
Yep.
And we're going to finish up with some other stuff tonight. And other than that, Tactical Gnome,
Beard to tank.
Daddy Brigade Podcast, out.
Out.